obviously play for the Devils.
Mm-hmm.
This is your second time round with him?
Yeah, so I played 2 years before COVID. Played 2 years with them, and then this will be my third year after I came 3 years. So
Okay, and what was the decision to kind of return?
So like the first 2 years, I had the same coach both years, and then COVID hit. He ended up leaving. They ended up getting a new coach. A little bit of miscommunication with me and the new coach of like me coming back. So yeah, there's a little bit of miscommunication.
Well, as in the contract, or
Well,
he
he kept saying like, oh, they're interested, they want me back, and I was like, yep, cool, want to come back. And this is after COVID. I was like, yep, want to come back. And then he was like, I'll call you next week, and I was like, okay. And then he'd call me next week, and he'd be like, how things? And I'd be like, yep, good. And he's like, yeah, we're still really interested. And I'd be like, yeah, I'd love to come back, really interested. And he's like, yep, all right, and like never gave me an actual offer of like, because I didn't want to be like upfront, but I should have just been like, what's your actual offer?
Yeah, what's the contract?
Yeah, and like he's like, I'll call you next week, and then next week rolled around and he never called me, so I called him and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah,
and he's like, oh, I filled the D spots already, and I was
you
like,
dick.
yeah, so I was just like, oh, okay, well, that's awesome. And then I ended up going to like the biggest rival competition of Cardiff, which like, I don't know, the fans, I get it. Like the fans slate you and they'll get all mad and stuff. And I'm like, well, I get it. But I'm like, I do need to make this is kind of my living.
That's your living. I've got to get by.
And I was like, Cardiff wasn't an option. So like, of course I'm going to go to the next best thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, if they're going to pay me the equivalent or more money, it's like, it's the same as like a job.
It's
like
no brainer.
Yeah. And like, I get like, you want to be loyal to the club and stuff, but at that point I was like, well, there's
nothing other. Like, I'm going, like, I can't come to Cardiff.
Like it wasn't me like, oh, I'm gonna leave and like it's my choice to leave. I'm not happy, but it was kind of like I wouldn't say I was like forced, but I was kind of like, well, I don't really have an option to come back. So then I ended up going to Sheffield